Right now, we believe these events to be extremely rare, but we are also not yet certain. We have heard about all possible cases.
Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine remains indefinitely suspended tonight, and late this afternoon, the CDC decided it did not have enough information on whether to recommend changes on who should receive the vaccine. That comes one day after the FDA and CDC suspended the use of the vaccine following a series of rare blood clots in at least 6 patients, all of whom are women. And new tonight, we're hearing from a woman who says her nephew had a stroke just hours after getting the J&J vaccine. She believes the vaccine is to blame.
You know, he can't talk. He can't read. He can't write. He can't really put everything together yet.
Tonight, Celeste O'Keefe's 43-year-old nephew, Brad Malagary, is in a neurological ICU in New Orleans. He's paralyzed on his right side.
And at about 3:30, he told his coworker in the back, my arm really hurts, but he's like, yeah, you had a vaccine. And about an hour later, he was just staring at the screen, and he was like, Brad. And then he heard something fall. He had dropped his mouse because he was trying to use his mouse.
O'Keefe says the healthy father of 7 was having a stroke just 4 hours after getting the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine.
He didn't jump out of a plane that day. He didn't eat anything different. He took the vaccine. That was the contributing factor, I believe, for him having the stroke.
O'Keefe says they have reported the stroke to the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System, and Malagary's doctor isn't ruling out the vaccine as the cause. I reached out to the Mississippi Department of Public Health, who sent me this statement. Quote, the Mississippi State Department of Health is saddened to hear about the recent illness of Mr. Malagary and wishes him well. The agency is certainly investigating the situation. It is difficult, if not impossible, to assign a cause and effect at this time. It is important to note that strokes are not associated with this vaccine. Instead, a rare clotting syndrome has been identified. 6.8 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine have been administered across the U.S. Dr. Anthony Fauci says the adverse reactions are less than 1 in a million.
It's really upsetting when you hear them say it only happens to a few people. Yeah, it's a few people until it happens to your own family.
And an update tonight on Malagary's condition. I'm told he is eating and drinking some, but it is going to take at least a year of rehab before he's back to his old self. Now, there is a fundraiser to help out with the family's bills while he's in the hospital. It's on Facebook, and we're going to link it to this story on our website shortly, fox10tv.com.